YouTube. Today we're going to be installing the new my new Fan-Tastic fan in my van today, which is extremely stressful, scary, a little freaking out about it quite a bit. I'm talking about a 14-inch by 14-inch giant hole in the roof of a brand new $31,000 van. So, as you can imagine, I'm not particularly thrilled about it. It's got to be done. So, this is the fan that I got. Got the Fan-Tastic fan. And what I did is I got the very basic model. I didn't need any of the fancy remote control and rain guard or any of that kind of stuff. Automatic rain closing or any of that kind of thing is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I didn't really need it. So I figure why waste money on it. So I got the, as you can see, super low profile one because I didn't want it sticking up real high. I got the solid color, so when it's closed it doesn't have a lot of light coming in. That's what I wanted personally. So, and it's the same color as the van. So here is the inner sleeve. It goes on the inside. Bada bang, bada boom. So there's that. Here's the screws. All the screws here. Actually, the tops of the screws are all painted. Not sure why they provide a little short run of wire. So I just need to measure the spot in the van or figure out where in the van I want to put this. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm wearing a different outfit than I was just a second ago. What ended up happening is mosquitoes out here last night were just thick as thieves. So I just quickly ran into the house like a little girl and called it a night. So it's the next day, but I did make this template. This is a template, and it's not, I tried as hard as I could, but it's not exactly cut perfectly. So I got onto Amazon and I just typed in the dimensions that I need, 14 by 14, and they had a little chalkboard, for kids that was exactly 14 by 14, and it's supposed to be delivered any minute now by Amazon Prime Now. So if that gets here, we'll use that. But I'm going to use this template for now. I'm going to put it up here and go ahead and mark it off. But you can see the problem here in the Nissan NV. Check this out. I mean, you got these braces are like 15 and a little bit more apart. So the fan is going to fit right on this this crease right here on both sides. Not at all ideal. So it's going to take a lot of saw power to cut this ridge the entire length on both sides. It's not going to be, I can't see that's going to be a lot of fun. Won't change the structural integrity of the roof at all, because I'm just cutting just barely into this ridge right here. So that definitely complicates things. It's not as quick and easy. And then when I put the screws through the roof to hold the vent down, this seam on both sides will be actually inside here. The screws will actually come through inside this beam. Definitely not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this marked off and see what happens. Okay, but since only one dimension of this of my template is actually the perfect size, what I thought I'd do, mark one side, flip it, and then mark the other two sides. So that's what I'm going to do now. Yeah, I gotta clean up those lines and make them straight. That's all there is to it. You guys know anything that takes off permanent marker? Well, anyway, it doesn't really matter because the hole the hole is going to be cut from the top. So all I'm doing this marking the inside of here is so I can drill the holes to make the cuts. And then basically I'm going to draw straight perfect lines on the roof of the van. So I just got to drill perfect holes, that's all. But as you can see, let me show you here. See my outline right here. The hole actually has to be drilled into this lip and then into the roof, and I had to position it to where the edge was on the ridge on both sides, because the roof of this van is ribbed. So I had to make sure that I put the edge of both sides on that rib. So that's a very tricky situation. The whole thing is very tricky. Oh man, I am so nervous, man. I don't know if I've been this nervous to do anything in a long time. Anyway, let me get back to you once I true up these lines and figure out where to drill the holes. All right, time to drill the holes. Good.
Tom, do you have a different bit? Because it should go in easier than that.
This stuff is thicker than snot, man. This is a brand new bit. Hard to hold your hand up there like that. There you have it. Hey everybody, got my fat ass on the roof, and chalkboard came, and I'm just going to use this to draw my lines on here perfect. This chalkboard is slightly under 14 inches by 14 inches. I mean, it is just slightly under. So I'm going to use it to draw my lines with. That way I can get them perfectly square. Cut me some really straight lines. Now on the Nissan NV, like I was telling you before, it is critical to get your edge on top of the valley. If you don't, it'll leak. If you cut it down in this valley, this will pull up with water and it'll leak. So it's critical you get it on top of the valley. Alright, so I think I've got it where it needs to be. I'm just going to draw my lines. Now I'm going to be cutting on the inside of these lines. And this is where it's fun to be diabetic, because I'm shaking like a leaf right now. I'm not at all having fun trying to draw straight lines, shaking. And those of you that are kind of worried about how heavy or how much weight the top of this van can take, I'm not even budging it. I can't even feel it moving. And I weigh 265 pounds, just so you know. And there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. All the way through? Does it look good? Okay guys. Okay guys, it looks like 3/8 hole is what you need to get the saw blade in for reference purposes. Okay. Alright guys, it's a moment of truth. I'm gonna cut a big giant hole in the van. And what I'm gonna do is just do it nice and easy. Lost. I guess I didn't have the blade in all the way. Fell through. I lost the blade on the inside of the van already right out of the gate. It's a brand new saw. I'm not familiar with it. There he is.
Hello, hello, hello.
Let's see if I can get it in the saw this time.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. You have to push it all the way in. Who knew? You have to push it all the way in is all you gotta do. Put it right in the hole. Dragon. Alright, let's get you over here so you can see me make a giant mistake if I do. Pull the saw toward me. This is going to be the hard part, going across these ridges. Get you over here, going across these ridges. There you go, guys. Big old hole in the roof.